This is Professor Tommy Demos, and today I will be demonstrating a simple sky replacement. The first step is to import the footage. We're going to choose your student drive, MDC, DIG, and this is under Sky Replacement Man on Roof. If you do not have this on your hard drive, you can get it from the 110 server, but it should be on your hard drive. Sky Replacement Man on Roof. Notice that there are 3 assets in this folder. We will import all. Let's go ahead and close this Get Started window and save as, choose your hard drive, MDC, DIG, in-class exercise folder. Here it is. And we will call this last name, first initial, underscore, E24, underscore, simple sky, and hit save. All right, let's take a look at what we've got. You can double click an item and it opens in the footage panel. This is like a preview window. That's a sky. So we're going to actually extract this sky. We're going to use this sky for our project. We have a guy standing on a ladder. It's actually video. And we are going to transport him magically to this roof. Well, how do we go about replacing the sky of this image? I want to get rid of this tree, and I want to delete this sky, and I want to put this sky. How do you do that? Yeah, just mask the building out. We're going to cut the building out. This is a lockdown shot. We just need to cut that building out and then put that sky behind it. We're not going to deal with that tree. We're cutting that tree out. There is going to be no tree. So you got to think of the simple way. Don't make your life hard. So let's do it easy. The first step is going to be to get that roof down there, because that's our plate. That's basically what this thing is comprised of. So I'm going to add that to the new comp button. The fast way to cut this roof out of this image is to simply mask it out. So we're going to do that. Use the pen tool. Make sure that this layer is selected, because if it's not, what's going to happen? What's that? That's a shape layer. I don't want to create a shape layer. Bad idea. So I'm going to delete that. Make sure that the roof is selected. We're going to choose the pen tool, and we are going to very simply mask it out. Now, if I make any mistakes here, it's not a big deal, because I can always adjust it later. That's it. Now we need the sky. So let's go ahead and throw the sky in there. Do I put it above or below? Above? Really? Below. This is stackable. We need to put it behind the roof. Now what do I need to do to change my sky? Just reposition it, probably. Ta-da! Okay, now it's not totally done, because if you look carefully at the edges here, they're hard. How do we make them less hard? Feather, very good. So we select the layer, hit F. F is the shortcut key to bring up the mask feather, and it doesn't take much. 2 pixels, that's it. You just don't want it to be hard. And then you can make further adjustments to the mask vertices, like so. See what happens? Something like that. And we're probably going to have to do further adjustments once we fine tune it and get that guy in there. But that looks pretty good for right now. Now we're going to go get the guy. Man on roof. Where does he go? At the bottom, the middle, or the top? The top? How about the middle? Because he's going to stand on that roof in the edge. But the first thing we got to do is cut that guy out of this image. So if we do a Luma key on the entire image, and let me turn off, so you don't get confused, let me turn off all the other stuff. So we're only looking at the guy on the ladder right now. If I do Luma key to this entire thing, I'm going to have a problem, because I have this tree and I have this guy here. I need to be smart about this. what should I do first? Yes, create a garbage mask, a garbage mat, let's say. So we're going to select the guy, which is this layer here, and we're going to we'll use the pen tool. And we're just going to create sort of a zone that includes all the important parts of this guy. Okay. You don't want any of that ladder in there, so that's pretty good. Now, if you think about it, some of his feet might be obscured by the building ledge anyway. All right, so now we've got the bulk of it out. What effect do we use to Luma key the backdrop? So if you search Luma key, there is an effect called Luma key, but it is obsolete. What does obsolete mean? It's flagged for deletion from the program. So they leave stuff in there because, you can't just take it all at once because they'll have a panic attack and they could die. So they don't remove effects in one version. They put it in a folder called obsolete, and then several versions later, it's just gone. There is a replacement for Luma key. What is the replacement called? It's called extract. Extract keying. It's under the keying folder. So I drag extract to the guy's layer, and we will change this to invert, and we will change our black point until we get to an area where we are happy. We probably need to soften it a little bit. Now, a little around the edge is probably not going to kill us because that background is blue anyway. So let's see. Let's try it like this. You just want to get it right as close as possible. All right. Now we'll turn on the other layers. Pretty good. Now he's floating in the wrong place, and he's huge. This guy is a giant. So how do we move him? Well, scale is to change his size. I happen to know that about 70% will get him to the right proportion. And then where do we put him? To the left to stand on the roof, right? How about like right about there? Looks pretty good, except he's a little cockeyed. I'd say a rotation might help. R of about 12 degrees. Pretty good. P, position, and we can adjust and put him right at the edge so that it looks like he's standing on that building. If you want, you can pick him up and move him like so. Then we hit play. Looks pretty good. There is a problem. His hat's getting cut off. That's because of our mask. So we can just expand the mask a little bit so that he doesn't get cut off. We can even watch him while the mask is there, while we scrub, and make sure that he doesn't exit the mask. So you guys that need to do stuff on a budget, like put somebody on a roof and you're not allowed to put them on the roof, put them on a ladder and then shoot the roof. Lockdown shot makes it a lot easier. Lockdown means the camera does not move. And now we got a guy on a roof. Now, the one thing that could look fake, if we're not careful, is the edge here. But actually, I think it's fine. So what we could do is change the feathering a little bit more just to play with it. So that would be the feathering of this layer here. Mask feather, we can increase it or decrease it so you can see what that does. 1 pixel or 2 pixels is all you need. And I would probably check the edge of this entire thing to make sure it looks okay. We are not done. We need to move this guy and this roof to the right because the framing does not really make sense. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but we could make it look better. So I'll just select them both, pick them up, hold shift, and move them to the right. And that's a little bit more cinematic, I'd say. So he's looking into the negative space of the left side over here. All right, save. Now we're done. File, export, add to render queue, choose lossless, QuickTime, format options, change this to Apple ProRes 422, okay. Okay, click here. We're going to choose the project name, save, render.